Good day, fellow investors. I firmly believe that value investing is the best way of doing it. I've been doing value investing for more than 2 decades now, and I want to share my experience on the key topics when it comes to Let's start immediately. When you're young, you're experimenting, you're learning who you are, you're also probably doing crazy things. As we can see here, Generation Z is investing. Yes, I will invest in this and this crypto coin, I will try this and having fun, and all those kind of things. Unfortunately, later they get burned, they see the emptiness of what they're doing, there is no fundamental value, no purpose, no nothing. And then after the young ages have passed, the fun has gone and there is nothing left, and they look at the value investor that has been doing it in the right way, and he or she are already so much ahead, and as Buffett said, start doing it early, but the right way. Because it's easy to get exuberant, enter a bubble, enjoy the returns for a while, but then end in desperation. Even if it was fun, but if it is empty, then you know it can't last, and except for the fun, there's not much left. I'm always saying you need to focus on the real value, which makes everything better. Because everything is much better when it comes to trust. There is a connection with your partner, with the management. So when you have aligned goals, when you know when to arrive at the same place at the same time, going together is the best. Perhaps you even go into creation. There's nothing better than children. Dividends. And maybe build a house, stay on stable fundamentals with a 3% mortgage, as I have always been doing, which makes everything easier, everybody happier, and then you're actually doing it much more often. Another thing is that I see many go wrong is not having patience. You need to wait for the right one, and up till that point, the best thing is just to entertain yourself differently. Do some sports, do something. Don't gamble in the market, because just gambling usually leads to bad consequences. So you know how to do that probably. Because it's either enriching your life or it's not. Dividends, equity compounding, it grows, it makes you feel better each time. When there is hope, oh, he will change or she will change, it will be better in a few years. It has to be good now, and then you build on it. If you expect that it might be better, usually it will be worse. And don't fear of missing out. Just look at the divorces of those that are rushing in and the craziness of such lives. For example, you meet someone, everything looks great up till a point, but then you see that there are no fundamentals and there is desperation. Then maybe you try, and then maybe you find somebody new, and then it's all exciting again, then desperation. Then you find somebody new, and now maybe it looks good, you're excited, but if there are no fundamentals, if it's all just an AI bet, you might better be with an AI than with reality. So see what fits you. On the other hand, we have to experiment, touch a little bit, but Warren Buffett, out of the 10 stocks he tries, he sells 9. So go on dates, meet, but if it's not the right one, don't be afraid to cut it loose, focus on the right one, and then you stick to that. When it comes to diversification, Charlie Munger says don't do cocaine, don't race trains, and avoid AIDS situation. The more you diversify, the more chances you have to get some kind of portfolio disease that then doesn't make it get up anymore. When that happens, your portfolio is destroyed, your life there, you can't help it anymore. Of course, this is an extreme situation, but diversification is usually, from a value investing perspective, diversification. Costs, maybe you have a kid there, alimentation, this and that, don't do it. focus on the right one. When it comes to holding periods, also a very important question. When you find the right one, our favorite holding period is forever. And when I was 20 years younger, we would go to these fishing trips, 4 in the morning, we'll go here and then would go with the boat here fishing the whole day. And there was this guy driving us that he was about 15 years older than me, already married for 15 years. And I remember it like today, I think it was 4:45 in the morning, somewhere here on the highway. He said that, of course, it's a little bit less frequent, but it's so much better. And I think that that summarizes, if you found the right one, stay forever. That's it. Because from a value investing perspective, yes, the stock doesn't go up every day, doom, 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 but you know, you have that equity compounding, you have those dividends, and that simply compounds over time. Because if you lose 50% of your wealth here, you might have had fun at the beginning here, but here goes everything. Then you have to start at the beginning. Start at the beginning. And if you can just compound over the long term, this is also my experience now after 13 years, we are on this trajectory no matter how you put it. I could not believe that it just keeps on getting better. When it comes to performance, how good you are at doing it, that's also something you should not worry about, because it's not about comparing. Many have always this mantra of comparing, comparing, comparing. The key is to know what makes you happy, and the goal is not to outperform others. You're not going around telling how you're doing it or how your portfolio is structured or this or that. How long are you doing it? How long are you invested there? You're not talking about these things. You are just focusing on performing to reach your goals. So investing to reach your financial goals together. If you can do that and you build slowly on that, you're going to compound for a very long term. So I hope I have shared my experience how value investing is the best way of doing it. And the key message is go make love to your spouse now, because whatever the stock market does tomorrow, whatever Trump does, whether the Fed cuts rates or whatever, at least we've done something enjoyable, and I hope for you for free.